Tailor Tales. We're about to jump back into James' route, Chapter 3. Nothing much is happening. I'm staring at the face of my captor, my knees shaking. What have I gotten myself into? James remains stoic and motionless, arms crossed over his chest in a threatening manner as he leans against the edge of the desk. I don't know what he's thinking at all. Then finally, after eyeing me all this time, James makes a move. He pushes himself away from the desk, standing even closer to me with his tall stature. I gulp loudly, my mind formulating a million escape plans, including one where I just shoot myself out into space with a self-made spacesuit, but I quickly scratched that idea. My heart starts racing when he unfolds his arm, grabbing the odd belt buckle with his hand and unfastening them. He's removing it. Wait, what is he planning on doing? What is he doing? Excuse me, sir. Oh, wait, does he want me to help him with his wound? That's the only thing I could think of. Slowly, I back away from him, and as he starts to slip out of his suit, removing the upper half. Is this the end for me? Am I going to become some sort of sex slave to an alien? Out of all the things that I thought I would eventually cause my demise, being turned into a sex slave by an alien was nowhere near being on that list. James grunts as he stands in front of me, his bare chest in full view. His body is so much like a human. I forget he's technically an alien. He's so damn ripped. I'm surprised a suit of armor can contain all of those muscles. And then I noticed something. The burns, the one he sustained back on Earth during the battle, they're gone. His skin is in pristine condition, with the exception of a couple of old scars and the stitches that I left behind. But even that particular wound is looking super mild and rapidly healing up. Great! Aliens have super regenerative healing capabilities. That means if I were to harm him to escape, it's not going to put a dent in him. This treatment of my wound, that was your doing, was it not? He asked. Well, it's not like I can deny it at this point. I hesitantly nod my head. Speak up, Earthling Princess, he says in a commanding voice that makes the hairs on the back of my neck stand up straight. Yes, I squeak out. Does he not understand the gesture of a nod? I have not yet seen this kind of technique. Do all Earthlings possess the ability to treat wounds like these? No? Then is it a skill only royals such as yourself can learn? He asked, narrowing his eyes at me. Right, I'm supposed to be royalty. However, I'm not inclined to give him much information at all. I don't want him to know about my abilities as far as I can help it. Yes, I lie. Very well then, you may return to your chambers now. Okay. James puts his suit back on as if he's just finished a business meeting, then sits down at his desk. He's still got this poker face on. I can't tell what he's thinking or scheming. What are you planning to do with me? I ask out loud, unable to live with this uncertainty. His chilly eyes look up at me. They feel ruthless, devoid of any emotion. To present you to Lord Veritas, he answers coolly. Veritas, there's that name again. One of the other aliens mentioned it before. Is it their king? His father, perhaps? Am I being offered on a golden plate to some strange alien far away from Earth? I want to scream and protest, but I try to keep a level head. I won't gain anything from throwing a temper tantrum in space. Please let me go back to Earth. I plead with him. James' eyes don't even blink as he looks down at his tablet and ignores me completely. Please, I repeat, a little bit more desperately. I have a brother. I can't abandon him. His eyes flicker back up at me. He interlaces his fingers together and then leans his chin on top of his hands. It feels so menacing, so powerful. I know I won't be able to overpower him at all. I can't do anything but plead for my life. Seems this brother of yours isn't as concerned with your well-being as you are for his. He draws out slowly. Of course he is, I fire back immediately. Or I must do words sick about me, stressing out about my kidnapping. He's figuring out a way to save me right this moment, I say confidently. There has been no attempt made to follow our ship. Earth doesn't seem to have technology for space travel. You, my dear princess, have been abandoned by your people. More like, they can't even get to me, so why are you gonna say they abandoned me? They have no resources to find me yet, but I'm sure they will find one. I feel myself choke on my own words. I'm cornered now. Truly, we can fly to Mars, but the capacity and advanced technology I've witnessed is no match for our current technology. No one is going to come to get you. Jane's voice feels like a venom, a dose of reality check I needed. I'm in space, kidnapped by aliens, and no one is going to come to save me. They simply can't. Not even Rai, who is a genius in his own right, can find a way to instantaneously cross space and teleport beside me. I'm on my own. You will go to planet Yule, and you'll be a gift to Lord Veritas. That is final. Despair and anxiety well up inside of me as I'm starting to accept the reality of my situation. I'm not going back home. James leans back into his chair and then taps his finger onto the tablet on the desk. Come get the Earthling Princess, he commands. The tablet beeps and the door on the other side of the room slides open. One of the armored platoon soldiers walks inside. Captain James, the alien salutes him. James lazily flicks his hand towards the exit. Get her out of my sight. The soldier roughly takes my upper arm and yanks me towards the door. Hey! I protest. The soldier ignores me and I'm thrown out of the captain's quarters. Well, as I'm being forcibly dragged around by this brute, I see the other aliens walking about the ship. Most of them seem to be training. Can't believe we lost Il Luyuk and Majika, the soldier mutters. I raise my eyebrows at him as he's talking to me. He yanks hard on my arm and I yelp out in pain. We only got the stupid princess. The soldier shakes his head. When we arrive at a door, he throws me against the wall. I use my hands to prevent myself from face planting into it. Lord Veritas won't be happy about this. He won't. He won't. The soldier shakes his head once more. He taps his heel against the panel on the ground and the door slides open. It's my holding cell. With his tiny eyes, he looks at me, expecting me to go inside, but I haven't budged. Are you really going to keep me locked up all this time? I ask. The soldier huffs loudly. Inside, he chastises me. Whatever. Afraid he might rough me up, I quickly step inside the cell. The door immediately closes behind me. Rai, Kane, Kim, how are they doing? Are they searching for me right now? Is Kane even alive? Did that brute kill Kane? I shake my head. No, I refuse to believe anything happened to Kane. Kane got out, I'm sure. I pace back and forth on the panel on the floor. Each time I step on it, I expect the door to open, but this time it's truly locked. Breaking out of here would serve no purpose, though. It's not like I have anywhere to escape to. I had to be careful about what I'm going to do. I need to scope things out first. There are so many things I need to think about. First, I need to determine whether or not an escape shuttle exists on the ship. Then how long it will take for our journey to end before we reach this planet Yule. When I've got a time frame, I can plan my escape. If there are no escape shuttles, then my last resort will be to threaten the captain. My mind flashes back to the moment where he slung me over his shoulder and flew through the underground base up into the air. That alien, he's super strong. I definitely won't be able to overpower him with sheer force. I had to be clever. I had to set a trap. I'm going to have to come up with a plan to either subdue, or kill the captain. Alright. This girl, she has no shame in thinking about killing somebody. Being locked up like this, I've lost my sense of time. I've been fed twice already, but I have no idea how long I've been locked up here. It's very cold here too. I'm huddled in the corner of the makeshift bed, racking my brain with plans and escapes to escape the spaceship. I realize I can't do much when I'm left in the dark about a lot of things. First, I need to know how big the ship is, and perhaps if there are any escape shuttles that could bring me back to Earth. To be able to explore, I need my freedom. I need to get out of the cell and explore the ship. Alright. Can I just call out someone again? I can't exactly bust my way out of here. They just throw me back into the cell, I'm sure. Or worse, physically punish me for breaking free. No, I had to be smart about this. Perhaps I could speak to the captain again. Maybe I can bargain for my freedom on this ship. It's not like I'm going anywhere in the first place. Maybe he'll grant me this small favor. That seems to be the best course of action, so I stand up from my bed and walk towards the door. Hello? Anyone there? I need to speak to the captain. I pound my fist against the door. No response. I continue to pound the door. Anyone? Let me speak to your captain, I yell loudly. This goes on for some time until my hands are raw and sore from slamming repeatedly against the door and my voice becomes hoarse. My throat feels so dry. No one has come to my cell. No one's responding to my pleas. But then the door slides open, a soldier stepping aside. What's all this noise you're making? Finally someone came. I stand my ground. I wish to speak to your captain. I have a proposal. I'm not listening to your demands, Earthling. He spits out at me. Oh shit, now there's two of them. Then another soldier appears inside my cell. I'm suddenly feeling very claustrophobic with both of them here. What's wrong, Gerode? The second soldier asked. The other one points his claw at me. The Earthling won't shut up. Then maybe we should teach it a lesson, he replies menacingly. Nope, 1,000 times no. Can't. Captain doesn't want us touching the goods. The soldier huffs loudly. Fine, let's take her to the captain then. I end up going to him anyway. And just like that, one of the soldiers roughly grabs my arm and drags me out of the cell. When the door opens, I'm pushed into the room without being able to brace myself. I yell out loud when I fall down onto the cold floor. James looks up from his desk annoyed. He's being disturbed. Why is the Earthling princess here? He questions the soldier. Captain James, he keeps banging on the door and making a ruckus. I so far the storyline, not too keen into because, you know, space and aliens, it's not really my thing, but I'm just gonna continue playing it through. Maybe something changes. James slowly gets up from the chair, making his way around the desk and slowly walks over towards me. I feel the hairs on the back of my neck rise as he looks at me with his icy stare. He doesn't look happy at all. In fact, quite the opposite. Suddenly, I'm feeling a little less confident. He crouches down to my level, staring at me with menacing eyes. Then his hand shoots out and he roughly grabs my chin, forcing me to look up at him. His grip tightens and I'm starting to realize everyone on this ship is most likely able to shatter my bones if they wish. The touch of his hand against my skin makes me feel sick. Does the Earthling Princess have a death wish? Might as well at this point. I say nothing wisely, holding my tongue this time. The fighting spirit inside of me shining through my glare, I'm unable to look away. James breaks my gaze, his dark eyes flickering elsewhere as he lets go of my chin. He slowly gets up, then adjusts the red soldier. Tie her up this time, and stations someone at her cell. My eyes grow wide. No! I yell out loud as I get up. My vision blurs immediately and my thoughts are rattled. I'm left wobbled on my feet, struggling to stay upright. I have no idea what just happened until I finally start feeling the stinging pain on my cheek. Yo, you just slapped me? I'm literally, her telling them that she was a princess gave her absolute no defense. Because, like, they still mistreat her like this. Silence, barks the soldier. My fingers touch my glowing red cheek. I got hit by the soldier. Holy hell, does it hurt? James folds his arm across his chest, obviously not amused at my outburst. I need to bargain for my ability to explore the premises. There's no other way. It seems you have no sense of self-preservation. Perhaps Earthlings are just eager to meet their demise. The soldier stares at me with his despicable, beady little eyes. I'm already imagining how I'll slice his throat with my thread. James then turns around, showing his back to me as he walks back towards the desk. Well, state what you want to say. Captain, the soldier says, confused. I want to roam free, I say. James stops walking, the room grows quiet. Free, you say, he repeats slowly. I know I'm not going anywhere, we're in space after all, but I'll go crazy if you keep me locked up in that room. I look down on the floor and try to swallow my pride. The sting on my cheek still hurts. So please, with your permission, let me wander around. I won't cause trouble, I grit my teeth. The soldier next to me starts to laugh out loud. Earthlings are funny. But she's honest. Like, literally, why are you trapping me in one fucking room when we're in space? I can't obviously escape. Like, what's the point? James finally turns around and faces again. Earthling Princess, perhaps I need to educate you on the art of the deal. When one desires something from another, one must be able to strike an offer in return. James cocks his head to the side. What does an Earthling like you have to bargain for freedom to roam in this vessel? I swallow. I don't have anything to bargain with. I only have my body and talent. I'm definitely not going to offer my body to him, so all that leaves is my thread. I'd rather not reveal what I can do, but it seems to be my only choice. I can show you how I close that wound for you. Please. Let that be a suitable enough of an offer. James brings a hand to his chin, clearly mulling over my offer. I can feel my heart beating against my chest. I'm so nervous. What if he won't let me? Gerard, James calls out. The soldier stands straight. Yes, Captain? Assign one of the lower ranks to guard and guide the Earthling Princess at all times. Make sure to deliver a full report at the end of each day. Captain, he repeats. My eyes have stopped blinking. I can't believe my luck. He's agreeing to my request. I can't help but suddenly let out a breath of relief. James notices my obvious change in demeanor, and he approaches me all of a sudden. He sizes me up, glaring down at me with those dark eyes. Oh god, for a second I forgot how muscular this alien is. He could snap me in half with very little effort. However, mark me, one suspicious activity and I will hang you outside the ship the rest of the day. Well, I guess I'll be dying out there then. And I won't, you bring a lifeless corpse to, homeboy. He turns on his heel and briskly walks away. Dismissed. Take the Earthling and find someone else that will babysit her. Yes, Captain. Hopefully it'll be that nice dude. A sudden yank of my arm brings me back to reality. I'm forcefully removed from the room. There are a few soldiers sharing a meal, but they all look up when I enter the area. I keep yawning, jeez. Eok! Eok? The soldier blares loudly. A small soldier jumps up from his seat and comes running towards us. Yes, Droid. These names I cannot pronounce. Oh, it's the same one that gave me some water to drink on the first day. Captain wants you to guard and guide the Earthling. Take her for a walk. Make sure to report all her activities to me. A walk? What's walk for? Asked Eeyok. I don't care. Just let her walk around. Stay with her. Don't let her go near the engine room. Off limits. Engine room. I definitely need to check out the place. Sounds important. Every day? Every day. Yes, Gerard. Gerard glares at me as he releases my arm. Any funny business and I'll eat your head, he threatens. Fine, go ahead. I don't care. Gerard finally disappears from the room. Gerard not mean that. Gerard not eat earthlings, says Eeyok in a high-pitched voice. It seems the soldier has a lower ranking than the rest, but he seems a lot friendlier. Maybe I can be persuasive and get him to show me around the entire ship. Eeyok, is that your name? I ask. Eeyok smiles at me. Yes, yes. Alright, well, Eeyok, do you think you can give me a tour of the ship? A tour? Yes, can. He readily jumps next to me and urges for me to start moving forward. Go, go, he gushes eagerly. We'll head out of the room together. He's friendly. It's good enough. Within an hour, I've witnessed pretty much an entire ship, or fleet, as Eeyok likes to call it. It's not that big. My cell seems to be the same floor as the sleeping quarters for the rest of the crew. Then there's the common room where I came from, where everyone eats their food. I also entered the observatory room, which had a few weird machines lying about that didn't look familiar to me. The engine room and bridge were off limits, though Eeyok did point out to me how to get there. Met the fleet, says Eeyok with a big smile. It was a pretty short tour. I did not see any rooms that had an escape shuttle or anything close to it, unless those are hidden in the engine rooms. I need to gain more information. So, Eeyok, who is Veritas? Is my first question. Lord Veritas is our king of planet Yule. He saved planet from death, he explains. King, he must be Jane's father then. They're probably both crazy and power hungry. And why did you attack Earth? Eeyok looks down towards the floor, suddenly growing silent. Yule not dead, but not alive. You'll need water. Water? Is that why you came to Earth? But what about me? Why am I being taken away? Eeyok fiercely shakes his head. Said too much. Must rest now. Go to room. Eeyok points to the door of my cell. I guess those are all the answers I'm getting for today. Okay, thank you for showing me around, I say. Eeyok brightens up with a smile. He seems easily pleased. Alright. So my escape pod plan is a no-go. I'm stuck on a spaceship and I somehow need to turn it around back to Earth. I'm going to have to take the captain hostage and threaten his life so they will turn around and send me back to Earth. But he's very strong. He not only has the ability to fly, as far as I know, but he pretty much rammed his way through several floors of my house. How can I get past him like that? I'm no superhero. I've never had to fight before. He could very easily overpower me with brute strength alone. I need something a little more clever. If I can somehow get close enough to him to pierce his skin with my thread, I should be able to pinpoint his heart and be able to threaten his life. Then I'll be like, girl, are you sure you're not like a murderer? And then I'll be in a position to make demands and get them to return me back to Earth. But wait, he's an alien. Do aliens even have hearts? Well, I have super sharp eyesight. I don't exactly have super hearing or anything. I wouldn't know if he has a heart or not. I scoffed to myself. Well, he's certainly heartless in a figurative sense. I can't remember him looking all too different from a normal human body when I was dressing his wounds, but it's not like I paid attention to whether or not his heart was still beating. What if he does have a heart, but it's in a totally different place, like somewhere near his stomach? I'm going to have to find out where his heart is before I attempt to stab it. To do that, I need to get physically close to my abductor and hope he doesn't kill me on the spot. My girl is beyond brave. Beyond brave. This is obviously all leading up to an enemies to lovers, obviously. But thank you guys for watching today's episode. Stay beautiful, and I'll see you guys in the next one.